things that doesn't go as planned. But now, we can change it to improve it. Inventions is like a box of fortune, left for us to utilize its values. It shaped the present that we have right now, from telephones to smartphones, from mechanical clocks to digital ones. It shaped us into a better life. Did I surprise you already? Then, let me show you some more.
In case you're into vehicle customization, the Salamander Fuse tricycle will absolutely ring a bell. It all started with the addition of the sidecars to a motorcycle, transforming into a tricycle to accommodate more passengers. It's amazing, right? But for the thousands of Filipino residents who live in the flood-prone and low-lying communities near the bodies of water, it's not. Because of this, tricycles find it difficult to traverse through the streets. But don't worry, because the H2O technologies headed by Mr. Dominic Entong, Lamberto Armada, and Chief Designer Vito Lalvi gave birth to a floating tricycle fittingly called as the Salamander Fuse tricycle. Through this, we can now rain flooded streets, even rivers and lakes. Can also be utilized in traveling to your families from the different islands. Atoy once said, "I want to show the world that the Filipino can." And he is right. That is why Mr. Magalayas will show you some more of what we can do.
Lady certainly is right, because the Filipinos just invented the first gray water utilizing system in the Philippines. Climate change is something that we cannot prevent from happening due to our own actions. Hence, it already took a toll on our water supply, drying up our fresh water that leads to water rationing, resulting to unequal distribution and surge in water prices. Oops! Stop frowning! Because we can change it. Daniel Camacho designed the Green Eco Toilet System to solve the water wastage of the country. It is installed in our toilets to maximize using the gray water or the wastewater from showers. This gray water is considered as clean enough to be used as the flush water, which can save up to 100,000 liters of water per household annually, or equivalent to 30 to 40% of saved water. Imagine if we will all be utilizing this invention, then we can say goodbye to unequal water distribution. Sis, nagets? Green Eco Toilet System mo ba? Then, let's proceed to Miss Baldazar for the next one.
Have you heard about our first Philippine Science Digital Library? Not yet? Then let me tell you about it. The Department of Science and Technology created the Starbooks for building a science legacy for the next generation. Technology plus information is equal to enormous scientific knowledge accessible for everyone, even without an internet connection. Just type portal.starbooks.ph on your phones, laptops, and any gadgets, and you're ready to go. By breaking the physical barriers, many Filipinos will be rich and motivated to acquire and go for science technology courses. Therefore, if many will follow, then we could build a higher quantity of Filipinos creating new inventions and discoveries for the benefit of the society. Do you want that to happen? Then let's start motivating other people by utilizing our own invention by clicking and sharing the link to everyone. Now click the button and let's proceed to the next one.
Philippines is one of the largest rice producers in the world as it is the staple food of Filipinos. The rice production is mainly done by the farmers with each grains of rice produced equivalent to the small drops of their sweats. This is why we should protect every grains of rice that we have by issuing a fast, safe, and clean dryers. As we can see, during the harvest season, majority of our farmers utilize the traditional methods of drying these products, which involve using the whole stretch of highway as rice dryer. But did you know that it can result to 10% loss of the total harvest? It is also hazardous for both the vehicles and the farmers as it hogs the clear half of the road. To solve this perennial wasteful palay drying every harvest time, Francisco Popoy Pagayan invented the Cortasol, a solar dryer to help small rice farmers and upland growers to dry palay faster using minimal space in their backyard. It is generally made of aluminum thermal trays which are assembled in a rack and covered with a net to preserve the heat from the sun and efficiently dry palay, corn, high-value crops, fish, and other food products. As a matter of fact, even those in coastal areas can utilize this in drying their products, may it be dilis, daing, or other saltwater products. Amazing, right? Not only we can prevent harvest loss, but the use of this invention also protects the product from pests, bacteria, fungi, and other elements that may cause unwanted result to our harvest. By improving our drying efficiency, we can increase grains production while protecting its quality through an operative storage capacity. Isn't it amusing? Let us show you some more.
People prefer to travel thousands of kilometers with a fast, non-consuming time and cheap fare. But since our population has continually increased, so is the demand for easier and more accommodating transportation. Hence, the Department of Science and Technology released their first ever hybrid train as part of the Philippine National Railway or PNR, which can cater up to 750 to 800 passengers per trip, equipped with air conditions and CCTV cameras for safety while maintaining the original fare issued by the PNR. The train is powered by batteries and a generator which avoids smoke emission, making it environmentally friendly. It's quite a ride, isn't it? Then hop in aboard as we explore the inventions of the world.
You're alone and lights are out, and darkness started to envelop the surroundings. The first thing that pops into your mind is to light a candle. But how? Don't worry, John Walker will help you to survive. Since the age of caveman, fire helped humans to stay cozy and to cook food. But it was never easy to produce one, considering many factors such as rain, wind, the stick, and others. Due to this problem, many scientists started to investigate new ways to ignite a flame, and John Walker is one of those. He created the first successful friction match in 1826. It's utilized to produce flames in a more accessible, portable, and reliable way by striking the phosphorus with the potassium chloride present in the match head. Only one swipe, we were able to create brightness amidst the darkness and feelings of warmth inside or outside our houses. The knowledge from this innovation assisted many scientists in creating new sources of light, such as lighters, stoves, and others. Miss Felipe will now assist us for our next invention.
Telephones have changed the course of history for the world. From the sounds transmitted through the wires to holding a sum of knowledge and information in our hands. It was in 1876 when Alexander Graham Bell transformed the way that the society operated by the invention of the telephone. During this time, people, especially in the government, had required for a consistent and faster means of disseminating information and ideas even though they are not collocated with each other. Thus, the introduction of the telephone changed the way that the society behaved. It cut down the amount of time it took to send messages. It also expanded the area that could reach everyone. With the new ease of communication, it encourages us to talk more to each other, bringing us as a global community. Now, let's communicate to Miss Fernando for more inventions.
In early times, irrigating crops and grinding grains was successfully done with the aid of water wheels. Due to the wide use of waters for several farms in different areas, there is a need for a faster and reliable way of transforming energy from moving water. Hence, to accommodate more areas, a British-American engineer named Francis developed the first modern water turbine in 1849, called the Francis turbine, followed by the Alton Mill by Lester Allen Pelham in the year 1870. It is a rotary machine that converts kinetic and potential energy of water into energy. These are now mostly used for electric power generation. It is considered as a clean power producer as it poses no change to water. Through this, we can produce significant amounts of the world's electrical supply and maybe light up our house even in the most secluded area throughout the globe.
You are on your way home and inside your backpack is only a map and a compass. With the help of the compass, you are able to follow the way. But without it, can you still do it? During the Han Dynasty between the 2nd century BC and the 1st century AD, the Chinese invented the compass not for navigation, but for geomancy and fortune telling. It took them time to discover its ability for navigation and orientation. Through this, travels were made easier and comfortable. Sea explorers and expeditions were successful as they navigate the direction by following the route indicated by the needle. Parts of the world and treasures were also discovered by the aid of the compass. Thus, getting lost is removed in the equation as it drove and kept us on the right track. Now, Miss Bagawisan will tell you the way on the last invention.
Brightness is our everyday convenience that mostly affects our lives, which the light bulb provides. Since the beginning, there are various sources for the production of light, such as candles, matchsticks, woods, and others. But due to some disadvantages it produced, there is a need for a new source. It was only during the time of Industrial Revolution on 18th century at England when they decided that they needed to find and invent a new brighter source of light. In 1835, the first constant electric light was demonstrated, and they worked on doing it on incandescent lamp. By October 1879, Thomas Edison's team had produced a light bulb with a carbonized filament of uncoated thread that could last for 14 and a half hours. After some time, Thomas Edison began commercializing his innovation of the incandescent light bulb on 1880. With his invention, it established social order after sundown, extended the workday well into the night, and allowed us to navigate and travel safely in the dark. Without the light bulb, there would be no nightlife.
Inventions started with the needs of people that fueled the minds of these creators. And now, everything is almost accessible, yet the future may be too good to be true. 1 minute, we need something so bad. And in the more things to come, we could develop our standards of living into its better version out of nothing. Solving problems will improve the world. And through this, we will be able to live in the world's fullest functional capacity. Therefore, I encourage you to participate in inventing because even a small work
can change the world. Great imagination transforms the better world. Be part of the team. Think creatively and answer the problems of our society.